Kenyans, today I'm wearing this hoodie on purpose. It spells home, H-O-M-E. But this right here is the pride of our joy. And we have to protect this place. We have to protect our home. When Ruto was sworn in, he swore to protect our country against internal and external threats. External threats are if our country was to be invaded by another country or attacked. That's where the military comes in. He's the commander-in-chief. But he also swore to protect us against internal threats. The internal threats of Kenya are the thieves of taxpayer money. And honestly speaking, Kasongo has failed. He has failed miserably from protecting us from thieves of taxpayer money. Because when your money is stolen, it means those are internal threats to our nation. When your money is stolen, everything bad happens. Taxes go up, your electricity costs go up, price of food goes up, your quality of life goes down, your healthcare costs go up, your ability to be treated and cared for goes down. Everything bad happens when taxpayer money is stolen by a few thousands instead of being beneficial to millions. Kenyans, I'm wearing this hoodie to ask you something, to tell you something. Let's protect our homeland from internal and external threats. Let's protect our country so that we can leave this country for our children and our great-grandchildren and 10, 20, 30, 40 generations to come. Please, back.
Never in history has there been a president with more nicknames than William Ruto. How so? At first, he was the hustler in 2022 when he desperately wanted to be president. And after the 2022 elections, he became the survivor following his defeat of Raila Odinga and the deep state. And then in 2023, he became Zakayo after he began collecting ridiculous taxes. And within the same year, he became Nabi due to his frequent attendance of churches and claims of divine ordination. In 2024, Ruto earned himself 5 names. He became Kasongo, and before sunset, he became Kaongo, and in a matter of weeks, he became Must Go, and then Vasco Danganya, and eventually Kaunda Uongo Man. In 2025, he became the very famous El Chapo, and more importantly, he gained another name, Mr. Next Week. It is April 2026, and guess what? President Ruto has a new name, Mr. 6 Months. In fact, somebody has compiled videos that explains why this name suits the president.
Ndani ya miezi 6 itakuwa imekamilika kufika pale Gilgil. Kuanzia mwezi wa 6, hiyo mtungi itatoka shilingi 2,800 mpaka shilingi 500 ama 300.
We are going to transform Gikomba. In the next 6 months, yes, you will see another Gikomba.
The next 6 months, every ministry will be in charge of a day for planting trees so that we can get to a target in time. For the next 6 months, tuko na nyinyi bumper to bumper. That in the next 6 months, we want to have digitized all government services. Within the next 6 months, to have 400 offices in Kenya. Killer chief, in the next 6 months, atakuwa na tablet.
Most expensive presidency, urais ambao ni ghali zaidi kuwahi tokea katika taifa la Kenya. Katika historia ya taifa la Kenya, toka tumeanza kuongozwa na Kenyatta Senior, akaingia Moi, akaingia Kibaki, akaingia Kenyatta Junior, sasa tumeingia kwa Uncle Willy. Wanasema kwamba urais ambao ni wagali zaidi kuwahi tokea katika historia ya taifa la Kenya.
Huyu ni Uncle hata kweli ama tumuite tu Willy?
Tumuite Willy.
Tuachane na Uncle bwana.
Wanasema kwamba utawala wa Rais William Ruto ndani ya miaka 4 imetumia shilingi bilioni 89. Nazungumzia matumizi ya hela katika ofisi ya rais, yani State House, yes. Ikulu.
Yes.
Utawala wa rais katika ikulu umetumia shilingi bilioni 89, na inakisiwa kwamba katika miezi hii 15 ambayo imebaki kiisha, matumizi ya hizi senti zitakuwa zimefika ama yatakuwa yamefika shilingi bilioni 100. ikilinganishwa na mtangulizi wake Rais Uhuru Kenyatta, ama rais mstaafu Uhuru Kenyatta,
in 10 years
ambao katika miaka 10 alitumia shilingi bilioni 90.
Okumu, unajua, labda tuweke maelezo kidogo hapa kwamba tunapozungumzia ofisi ya rais, takwimu hizi zinarejelea State House Affairs, ambapo tunazungumzia 26.64 billion shillings. 26 billion shillings, B for boy. Alafu masuala ya baraza la mawaziri, cabinet affairs, we are talking about 11.6 billion shillings. Ofisi ya naibu rais, we are talking about 10.6 billion shillings. Alafu government advisory services, mojawapo ya vitu vya upuzi tu, government advisory services, huduma za ushauri za serikali, we are talking about 4.84 billion shillings. Katika kipindi hicho recurrent and development expenses ziliweza kufikia 36.2 billion shillings. Lakini ili tusitaje takwimu nyingi tu, tunasema kwamba Rais William Ruto katika kipindi ambacho amekuwa mamlakani, term ya kwanza peke yake, tayari ameweza kutumia kiwango karibu sawa na alichoweza kutumia Rais Uhuru Kenyatta katika kipindi cha mihula miwili ambayo alikuwa mamlakani. And I want to say this, Hukumu. Nadhani kwamba Willy, kama ulivyosema ni muite, nadhani kwamba ni mfano wa yule baba katika boma ambaye anakuja anaita mkutano wa familia, anawaketisha pale chini, anasema times are hard, nyinyi mmeona kuna vita kule Iran, kazi yangu hata mshahara siku hizi unachelewa ama hauingii, ama nimepunguzwa mshahara, na sasa hivi itabidi kila mtu, jamani, muelewe, tumekuwa tukikula nyama mara 5 kwa wiki, sasa hivi nyama kama tumejikaza ni mara 1 kwa wiki. Lakini munasikia tu baba ameketi sijui katika hoteli gani anakula ugali na samaki. Umeona ile video ya nunueni cabbage? That video
nimeiona.
Ameketi kule, ameletewa samaki. Siku hizi kuna mpaka sahani inakaa kama samaki pale. Ameletewa samaki full pale, na mboga pale, ana supu pale, anakula vizuri, lakini anapiga simu nyumbani, anaambia mama pale, nunua cabbage. Watoto wakule kabichi pale nyumbani.
Ni rafiki yangu mmoja comedian kutoka Coast ndiye alifanya hiyo challenge.
Yule wanunueni cabbage.
Nunueni cabbage.
Nilikuwa dhani ni Tanzania, jamani.
Ni Mkenya, anatoka kaunti ya Kilifi.
Sasa huyu ndio Uncle Willy. Uncle Willy anakuja anamwambia, bwana, mambo ni mabaya bwana, kazeni mishipi. Alafu sasa yeye anakwenda, that's just so bad. I'm just sad this morning.
Katika utawala wa Uhuru Kenyatta miaka 10, the presidency spent 90 billion. Katika utawala wa Rais Ruto ndani ya miaka 4, the presidency
has spent another 90 million.
Has spent another 90 million in 4 years. In 4 years,
bro.
Amount that was spent in 10 years, he has spent in 4 years.
Na wakati tunapokea simu Kumu, do you know mahali ambapo inasikitisha zaidi ni wakati ambapo Wakenya wanalalamika, viongozi wa upinzani wanalalamika. Do you know what the president says, bro? Mimi nitaendelea kualika watu hapa State House na watakula na bado nitawapanga, and there is nothing you can do about it. That is the head of state, bro.
Tunapokea yajayo, alafu tunaingia kwa simu. Is it justified? Is it justified?
Do you seriously believe this Ruto versus Rigathi drama we are watching is a fight? Because it's not. It's just a distraction strategy. While you're busy watching insults and body shaming, you forget the real issues affecting your life. And this is how they do it. Niaje wase, are you a politician who wants to control voters without using force? Then do these 5 things. 1, use fear. Because a fearful population does not analyze and does not question. They will see corruption, rising taxes, and still keep quiet. Number 2, use information overload. Flood your voters with information and drown them in noise. When you flood the news with endless political drama, the real questions, like why mbona shaya ni kama ina fail, they get buried in the noise. And 3, instill group mentality. Because it's easier to manipulate a large group than an individual. 4, use divide and conquer. Divide them into identity groups and give them group names. For example, group name moja ni 1 term, the other group name ni 2 term. Once a voter attaches their identity to a group, the truth no longer matters. They will no longer defend policies, but defend their group mentality, like we see today with the 1 term and 2 term groupings. And finally, use the carrot and stick theory. Reward loyalty and punish resistance. Let everyone watch nani ana benefit na nani ana suffer. And then voters will adjust their behavior to follow the rewards. Trump has successfully used these strategies in the US. Angalia manze, Americans. While they're struggling with healthcare and food prices, politicians wow keep them distracted with foreign wars and Trump's personality politics. Same strategy, different countries. And if you're a voter, this message was not meant for you. Because the truth is, this is not about politics. It's about control. The system doesn't fear uninformed citizens. It fears an organized one. Now that you understand how the system works, here's what you should do. If you're ready to move from the information and awareness stage to the action and implementation stage, join vtcita.co.ke today. Don't just stay informed, but organize. Because change will not come from noise. It will come from organized citizens who clearly see through these political games. Tafakari ya Kabala.
With Tukokadi, it looks like we're only focusing on registering as voters, or at least verifying whether we are voters. But I want to challenge the young people in this country. I'll say these authoritatively. I have served in government, I have served in public offices, and I know the general feeling that has been presented to us is how difficult it is to get into office and how difficult it is, almost impossible, to run a public office. It's not. That is what everybody wants you to believe, but you are qualified and you can vie and be elected. Tukokadi is essentially your one ticket to actually achieve that dream of legitimately and in a resourceful way leading your people.
Yeah, sasa si ni hivyo. Ama uko na mambo ingine.
Usinibo like usteduki wa proxy kila pedu kwa na doka we ni ngombe stena goat milioni wanza na bob zile pipe tumedot DJ Denone kila mchoro wanza na dot naongeza skari mingi waulize tuskate limit ili video nyeshe tiris ya patiwe degree simanishi chebi kisema ndishi kamili ile pressure kubwa ntona
Bade selector Deno